God damn it, this chapter was so fucking hype. I cannot contain it anymore. And people say like, oh, you know, the manga chapter's out and all that, you know, just saying that. And it's like, I was like, not hearing a lot about it though and all that. So let's see it. And I get to see, oh my god, what's on here. And one thing that we're going to talk about immediately is that Magi getting the front cover, and the front cover is Aladdin himself in his times. Now, people thinking like, oh, but it's just a front cover and all that, you know, it looks cool, but what's the whole big deal about it? The fact that he's doing the exact same, like, and how he was portrayed as well in this cover, is the same as his father was, Solomon, in, like, one of the Magi, like, issues that came out. Now, the funny thing is that the issue itself, I forget which issue it was, but it came out and it was the exact volume color that they had as well, and I love it. So that I'm pretty goddamn sure that Magi doesn't do like color pages that often. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be like a one of the volume covers and all that, and it looks so fucking badass. Aladdin sitting down like, yeah, look at me, I'm all down like shit, fuck this. And here comes into the really interesting stuff of this chapter. And just one of my most favourite parts of it was Aladdin and Sinbad's confrontation, talking about that, I need you right now, like, I need you so you can open up the gates, I need Solomon's wisdom, I need to end war, poverty, slavery, tyranny, like, I need to end all of this stuff, like, please, Aladdin, give me it now, give me, like, I need Solomon's wisdom, so I can rewrite the principles of the Rook system, and if we do that, we'll be eternally blessed. There'll be no longer suffering. There won't be misfortune around. Don't you think that's like a great idea? And it's like, and this is the thing, like Aladdin just clearly says, it's like, you know, don't try and deceive me. Don't try and pull this shit out here. And it's like, you know who's going to rewrite those principles? You. And it's like, in other words, it will go something like this. If you think something is good, you'll let the people do it until the end of time. However, though, if you think something's bad and it will be forbidden for all eternity, that's like me saying, oh, I'm not a big fan of cheese, but it has to go. Some people might like cheese, and that's, like, you know, that'd be entirely written out of the world. And that was the thing. If he did that, he would have full command to rewrite people, rewrite how exactly, like, oh, what's this and all that, the Co-Empire, oh, don't exist anymore, oh, what's this and all that, like, all these slave traders, oh, they're gone now, and just Sinbad's response to this, and throughout the entire, conversation, that is one of the most interesting things out of this character, because he is a hypocrite, at the same time, he is putting a very good point across about why he needs to do this. Like, and just Sinbad's clear just reaction of, I don't give a fuck, like, yeah, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with me being able to do this? And it's like, you know, like, and Aladdin is trying to explain, one day, like, when you have passed on, the people of that era should be able to decide what is, like, good for themselves, what is good, what is bad. They shouldn't be dictated and, like forced by, like, the Rook's principles to even do that. And, like, Sinbad saying, like, I'm like, no. Like, I'm the only one that can see the flow of destiny. I've had this since I've born. I am chosen and all that. It's a power I possess. Therefore, I must be the one to lead the way. And it's like, those born with power should shoulder the great responsibility. Aladdin, you've been an entire, like, a Magi through your entire life. Like, I respect you in that. Like, but come on. Destiny runs its course, so it makes sense if someone writes, like, the script, right? Wouldn't that make sense? Everything will be right around. It's like, and this is the thing that he was trying to say. In the past, Ilya was the one who held the reins. Solomon snatched those reins away and let them go. And this is where, like, out of everything, Sinbad snapped. He goes, exactly! King Solomon was irresponsible. Just look at the world. No one has held those reins in this world in tatters because of the unending cycle of hatred and war. A single ruler is necessary, and King Solomon abandoned that duty. I will not. This is what I was made for. This is who I am. And this is where it's like, you know, like, you know what, you're an, like, it's like, Aladdin's like, you're an amazing guy, Sinbad. You know, you're the most extraordinary person in this world. So how are you even sure that you are so right about this? How then bad things happen to you? And he's like, yeah, I understand that they were necessary, though. I was enslaved. My country was destroyed. My people were killed. But everything was necessary in order to create peace. And, like, this is where, exactly where Aladdin puts up the big argument. Wait. Like, you're saying it was necessity. Like, how about those misfortunes were the results of your own failures? Don't blame it on destiny, on your own mistakes. Because that's the thing, like, where a very interesting thing of, like, you know, people that believe in destiny, you know, like, we already got, like, this is the path that I laid out for us in the future. But that's the thing, though, which is very interesting with destiny. Like, let's just say destiny, like, permitted me to say, clap. Like, I was going to clap once, but I wanted to say, no, fuck the rules, I'm going to go 2 claps instead. This is the very interesting thing about, like, the theory of, like, you know, like, destiny and kind of going, like, time loops and, like, kind of going into, like, different timelines. And, like, this is what's very interesting in, like, Aladdin and, like, especially in the Magi universe, is addressing one of these things that I find very interesting. I actually look up and, like, study about this stuff. But that's the thing. How do I know, me doing that, how do I know that that wasn't destiny taking control of it? Or, like, you know, of my own free will? Like, how is it, like, doing the 2 claps as well? It's the same, like, similarity. But Sinbad is saying, everything I've done, everything I do, all of this stuff, I do because of destiny. Like, everyone does that. And it's like, no. Like, in the end of the day, we may have a written way of, like, sorting out the destiny of the world and everything around it. But just because something tells you kind of to go around that does not mean that you fully control it. You have your own free will. Like, I like to believe that as well with destiny. Like, I mean, who knows if it actually exists into there. But it's like, the fact is that your free will made you want to watch this video. Made you want to, like, read that chapter of Magi. Made you want to, I don't know, have a piece of toast in the morning. Like, that's kind of how it is. And, like this is where Sinbad's like, I want to break those shackles. But then it's like, oh no, I'm such a great guy. But making it out, I've never done anything wrong. It was all for the greater good. And it's like, no, Sinbad, you've got to admit that you can fuck up. You can mess up. You're messing this up right now, but that isn't destiny. And Sinbad was genuinely getting pissed off with this. It's like, but that's normal though. Like, after all, Aladdin's like saying this. Like, that's normal to do that though. You're a human being as well. You can't shoulder all of it on your own. It makes sense to make mistakes, suffer, ask others to help, and move forward, like, with your life with everyone. If you fall down, everyone will be up there to, like, you know, pick you up. And that's what he was thinking, like, oh, the Seven Seas Alliance is like that. They need to close. And Sinbad's just like, I don't think so. Like, and that's just where Aladdin's like, I'm not helping you then. And it's like, this is how interesting, like, Sinbad is as a character, is that he can flip-flop on his way, he can deceive, he can do a lot of shit, but every bad thing that he's done, everything that he's done is like, or like the mistakes he's done as a child, he doesn't put that on himself. He puts that as a, this is the world's, like, you know, this, like, whole cycle that is fucked up. Not me. I can't control my actions. Neither can people, because they're being controlled by like, it makes it sound like destiny is like this, like, you're being held by a puppet. That's kind of like how it's working around. And it's very interesting. And he ended up retreating, but, like, even with that, Kyokoen was not having any of that. Like, even when Aladdin was the shit kicked out of him, he was in bandages, he was bloodied up, and I'm so glad that we got to see Haikyu. Although, I'm taking this isn't what the time skip version of them. Oh, this was 2 years ago. So, since we do get to see, like, more Gianna, she pretty much looks the same as well. She ain't got, like, the short hair, so I know a lot of people, like, were like, whoa, with the whole, like, short hair of more Gianna. Honestly, I'm fine with that, but besides the point, it's just like, yeah, that, like, as he explains, Kyokoen's back, and she's taken over his sister's body, and it's like, oh, I should call her Arbor from now on. There wasn't too much, like, about that, but they do know it's like, they didn't seem to insinuate that there's a way to rescue Haikyu, or whether or not Haikyu was, like, the same person. Like, from what it sounds like, and especially, like, how they're, like, going from it right now, it sounds like they were 2 separate beings, but she used Haikyu as a vessel, since, like, obviously they're blood related and they were able to do that, and there was the most obvious candidate to do this. Now, it's like when they fucking Gyokuen attacks them, and it's like, yo, Zargon, like, Morgiana, Aladdin, get out of here now. This is what we're going to be doing. Banging the fuck out of there, and you get to see Haikyu round 2 with Gyokuen, and he's like, go for the Jin, and he's like, this time, I will destroy you, and I will end this clash. Now, oh my god, this chapter was so fucking amazing. Like, this is what, like, when you get, people saying, oh, you know, you're happy because, you know, you saw, like, the time skip and there's, like, a little bit of the battle. No, not at all. Do you know, this is what's interesting. Character development, fucking intriguing, revelations. We got a bit of everything in this chapter, and this is what makes a great character, because Sinbad is a fucking cunt. He is a prick for this. Like, saying that he's like, he doesn't want to, like, pretty much not admit, but he's just clearly blaming his actions on something else. Anytime that he's ever done a mistake, he's like, no, it's because of this, because of destiny. But then at the same time, he puts up a valuable argument, and I love that. That is the most interesting thing, and I had a fucking half-an-hour conversation just about that with a friend, and I was like, I love this. This is why this is so far one of my favourite chapters of the year, period, of like any manga, because it was really an interesting thing, and you know what I got out of this? I actually had a big long thought about it, and I ended up having to talk to someone about it, and it was a valuable argument in the end, because that's what I like a lot about Sinbad. Sinbad's not 110% evil. He's got his goals, he's got his values, but he is misguided to believe that it's like, he has to be the one to like rewrite it. And he can't be like, why can't it just be more than one person? Why does, like, you know, why can't it be a bunch of people? Why can't the Singular Alliance all control destiny? Why can't they, you know, they do it in their way and fully agree? It's like, in a way, it's like, you know, Sinbad's like, oh no, I am this chosen one. I've been giving this gift from the start. That kind of makes him a hypocrite, and it kind of makes him, like, a bit too big for his britches. Like, no, this is me. And he knows that the only way to sort this out is that he needs Aladdin, and the only way they're pretty much going to do it at this point is that they're going to have to force him, from what it's sounding like. That's what they're going to have to do, so it's very intriguing. Honestly, it's a 10. This chapter is a 10, because it's fucking thought-provoking, it's deep, it's really fucking got sick art. I love the cover page. Like, Sinbad, oh my god, is such an interesting character. Like, he is so good, and it's like, why, like, honestly, say what you want about that fucking, like, the start of that time skip. If we had 4 or 5 chapters of that, I wouldn't have minded that. This is how that time skip should have really kicked off in, like, the 6th or 5th week or something, like have that. Because, boy, oh boy, this is what we wanted to see. And, like, saying, well, and the thing is, it didn't even have to have a battle. Like, the last bit, we saw the battle was Haikyu and Gyokuen facing each other right at the very end. This is good storytelling. This is good characterization. This is a good fucking manga. Now, I will leave you on that. 10 out of 10. I have no problems with this chapter whatsoever. I love it. Like I love that Haikyu came back. Sinbad has really got me thinking about this right now. I also understand from Aladdin's point of view, it's really good, and it's kind of in the same way, although Madara Uchiha took it a lot more extreme in Naruto, but it's like, it's more the pacifistic, like, route that Sinbad's taking, but at the same time, it's like, I'm this unstoppable god. Either way, I can take any means by this. I can take either the route, what I do with my company, or I can do it with my raw strength, and obviously he's showing that with raw fucking strength, he is a problem, but at the same time, as a tactician and also someone as well that with his beliefs, he ain't no one to fuck with, and I love it, and that's why it's a fantastic chapter, and it's just great to have Magi back. Like, this is truly back for the time skip, like that. Like, this is what I count as the time skip starting right here. This great shit right now. That's all from me, so thank you much for watching as always, and I will see you guys next time.